Alrighty, Lumberjacks, welcome back to another Logging from Scratch episode. So last time we were playing, we had just processed a bunch of stuff over here. So what I'm going to do right now is I want to kind of do a little bit of cleanup of our block. I want to do like a burn pile kind of deal right here. Just throw it all into a pile. And then what I might do is I might get a placeable chipper. And I'll just throw it out here somewhere. We can use that as our placeable chipper. But I think it's really expensive to do it that way, so maybe we'll get a mobile one with a tractor or something. I just don't really feel like hauling all the wood chips. I'd rather just sell it in place. But we'll see. We'll figure it out as we go here. Alright, so there's lots of little bits of crap laying around. I might even chip that big pulp pile we got going over there too, just because hauling that stuff's gross. It's just trash. No point to haul it. Any of these pieces? Oh yeah. Any of these pieces? Oh, there we go. They blend in with the stumps. Sometimes it's hard to tell. There we go. Like I was saying last episode, I mean, eventually I'm going to set up a stump grinder. We'll just build our own. Okay, so that looks really good. We have a decent pile of wood going here as well, but we have a lot more to cut down. Lots of tall trees, lots of nasty stuff to deal with. So we're just going to keep on processing, yo. Should be fun. Just a sec here. Is it this one I had? Yeah, I'm just gonna grab a shot of that. And a shot of maybe like that or something. Sure, why not? I like getting pictures of the site as we develop here. Just makes it fun for everybody. And sure, something like that. Okay, let's get back to work here. Oops, we don't need the light on. We don't need that light. No, no, sir. So we're still cutting to 16s for the time being. And then if we need to, we drop them down to a smaller size. So like what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch it. So I'm going to process it to a point, and then I'm just going to stop it. And we'll grab it right at that knuckles where I want it. And then we'll take that piece, and we're just going to chuck that way over there. That way we got a half decent piece out of it. And then saw logs, if we get any, which we'll probably get some, but maybe not lots of. We'll do the same thing. We'll separate them a little bit as well. Let that one go a little further out. Let's grab it about here. Chuck that over there. These don't have to be too close. I kind of want them a little bit out of the way, because I have a feeling we're going to be running some big trees through, and I don't want to push them all over the place here if I can help it. Like this guy will be a big tree. We'll get couple nice saw logs out of her, or at least one good saw log out of it. Oh, easy there, big guy. Ooh. And then kind of a top. I don't know what the heck the other one is. I'll put that over in that pile. We can decide what that is later. Actually, maybe we will move this up. I didn't want to go. Well, I don't know which direction I'm going here. That's kind of why I wanted it away. But I forgot how much longer those are. Yeah, and then basically after we get those cut, we'll just bury the tops. We're just making our own rules here. It's all good. And we'll go like that. And right about there. We'll grab, oops. Depth perception check. So we're trying, it's a lot slower doing it the way I'm doing it, where we're kind of sorting it as we go. But you keep a lot nicer yard doing, or like area to cut while you're doing that. That's a big one. We get a nice saw log out of it. And then probably a skimpy ugly one out of the end too. Skimpy ugly one. We'll cut her about there. Kind of an ugly pile going there. Oops. There we go. Grab that bad boy and put her right in that pile. And I'm not really sorting these like right T to T. I'm going to grab that loader after. We'll bring them up here and do that. There we go. Beauty. B-E-A. Beautiful. And we'll do a saw log across here. So we actually line that one up for a change. And then we'll do a fugly one here too. Grab it about there. Then there's at least a little bit of organization. I could probably grab those. They look like maybe 9s or 10s. And I can just actually manipulate those guys. Maybe pencil them even if I have to. Another fugly one. We're getting this way a little bit, so we're going to start another little section over here. Cut it about there. And we'll start another top pile over here. Got to keep moving out here. Moving on out. Since we don't have our buncher, got to do it this way. Buncher and a skidder. Those are next up. Those are the big ones. I mean, I really want a truck too, but we'll get to that. We got the trailer down pretty well. Cut that. Oops. And our top pile's up here. Oops, we kind of cut that one a little short, but that's okay. It's not good wood, so it's fine. I don't know. It just feels so wrong trying to send the little ugly bits to the mill, like when they got like the rat tails and stuff. Unless we designate it as a pulp load, like this is going to become pulp, like it doesn't matter. You can put stumps, rocks, moose in there. It doesn't really matter. But if you're doing saw logs and you include that ratty stuff, it's just like you just know that that would never go. They wouldn't allow it. So why even pretend? Even if it is a game, you gotta have some standards, right? And we'll snip her about there. So you get that tree just hanging out there looking all sad by itself. We're gonna hit Bill's cabin here pretty quick, I think. He's out here somewhere. Old Bill. Don't ask me where that name came from. I have no idea. It was just like, hey, that sounds like a classic place to be. Old Bill's place. Sure. I know a lot of old Bills, so it works out. So much crap wood out here. It's going to be great. This is kind of... This is more like thinning clear cuts. Gotta clear out the ugly wood. There we go. Just keep on trucking here. And then we have the option to either hoe chuck that stuff all the way back to our kind of loading point, or we can just bring the truck out here. It doesn't really matter. I don't really care either way. It's all good to me. We almost nailed that one. Almost. Ooh, that's a heavy one. Oh, jeez. Oh. You get a saw log out of that anyway. That'll be good. And then an ugly one to go with it. Beauty. See, ugh, those rat tails. Something about those, just like, ugh. Okay, now what we're going to do is we've done a lot of longs back there, so let's go back to 5s. We're going to make 5s out here. It's a little dark in these woods, so we're going to turn the light on. Then we're going to have all these piles of 5s out here, which will be hilariously entertaining. Plus, a lot easier to deal with these tops by doing that, too. Logs, I'd say, are better when you are bringing them to a block with a skidder so they can be processed at a block or at a, like, you know, a landing. If you're trying to do anything over 5 meters with these trees, or I guess 8s are alright too sometimes, but I'd say just if you're doing what I'm doing, like this clear cutting stuff, if you want to move fast, do it by 5s and do it in little sections like this where you can just keep moving. Less maneuvering, everything stays nice and tight together. Tops all pile up, the saw logs pile up. Then you can just walk through here with a loader and grab it all. I mean, technically you could come through here with a forwarder too and pick it up if you really wanted to. Fortunately, I don't have a forwarder yet, so at least not an R version forwarder. That'll be here eventually. It's all a lot of work, kids. Lots of work. And when we all have our jobs outside of that work, it makes it even more work. So, piece by piece, stuff will show up when it shows up. Kind of how it's always been. I think the cabin is like right... Oh, I can see it. There it is. You can barely make out the slats, kind of right where my claw is. It's okay, we're not going to cut the cabin area. We're going to go right past it into this block here. Make some hardcore cash. Eventually buy our own machine, because that's probably going to be a thing. And we'll just leave that pile there. We'll start a new pile. And we'll go catch you. Yeah, just drop it here. Ooh, getting some frame rate drops. I think it's just because there's so many trees and so much stuff going on. It's only certain angles, like when you look in certain different spots, it does that. I think it's just because you see all of those trees doing their thing. Actually, one thing I do want to check real quick. I wonder if my MSI is on. I bet it isn't. Oh yeah, she's on. Just cooking away. Good, good. Sometimes I restart the computer and that doesn't turn on for whatever reason. And then my game is just like lagging like a bugger and I'm like, why? I'd say you get the best recovery out of a tree when you cut 5s in this game. At least on these trees. It seems to be 5 is the magic spot. Because I know you can get at least 2 half-decent, well, it's like half-decent logs out of it. And then there's always a tail. Those ugly little tails. 5s have always been kind of the go-to for me. A lot of people don't like doing anything like under 8, though. I think it's just too much loading, maybe, for people. Too much maneuvering all the wood around. I don't know. I personally love having hundreds of thousands of piles of shorts. It just makes things fun. Alrighty, we're going to go down here and cut some piles a little further away. Just because I think all the piles are starting to kind of interact with each other, so further is better in that case. Let's put this one here. You get a lot of good cuts out of this tree. Maybe one more? Sure. And then we'll top you. Yeah, it's when I look that way. There's probably just a lot going on down that way. It's probably loading all the trees on the elevation of the mountain and just a lot of stuff. So we'll just look this direction as much as we can. I'm kind of wedged against the tree here. It's like, why is it not going straight? Sometimes forget how long these trees are. Let's see if we can shimmy this guy this way a little here. Yeah, good enough. Let's grab this one because it looks like a little guy. There we go. BEA, beautiful. Yeah, these wiggly trees are definitely a little wiggly, that's for sure. I think, like, I like the idea that Giants had for, you know, adding some variety by making them a little curvy, you know, and warped and weird. But I think they just went a little too far with the curvy, because some of these trees are just the fuggliest things I've ever seen. And you're just like, no way, man. That's bad. See, like, these ones actually are nice trees. Like this one I'm cutting here. It's got a good saw log. It doesn't even do any real squirmy stuff till, like, the very, very end, which is totally acceptable, because then you get some good wood out of the tree. Actually, we can probably keep... Yeah, no, I'm not keeping that. I guess we'll have to get a new tops file. Put it over here. Getting kind of locked into our spot here. It's just good. Uh-oh, that's not good. Shut her off. Shut her off before she runs out of gas there. I have to kind of... I'll just put a new pile here. I have to offset these ones because they're not going to the ground the way I wanted them to. And there we go. BEA, beautiful. And we're gonna do the same with this guy. Just kind of cutting a little road out here, a little circle. What we could do is cut our own roads, and then apparently there's like an editor or something you can use. I haven't actually even touched that on console or on PC. I've only seen videos from console of it working, so maybe it'll be something we should experiment with. It'd be kind of cool to like throw down your own road. I personally like plowing my own roads out, which is something I might do with a plow or something, but it's cool to be able to do with the painting tool as well. We'll see. We'll see what we can accomplish. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, we're going to have a lot of wood laying out here. At least another 80, 90 grand worth. So that'll be good. Which we probably got more than that now with the longs. Let's see. Let's kind of look at see what we've done here. We've kind of dug in. Yeah, we can make a road. How about we make a road just for fun? So this is kind of our entrance to the world. So let's make a road. We're kind of coming back to the road, aren't we, though? Yeah, so let's not do that. So let's cut a road through all of this. Kind of want to go right in the guts here. Oh man, we got a lot of wood to clear if we want to get through here. Cut it right into this little kind of opening here. This will be our goal point, I think. And then we'll actually go through maybe with a tractor with a plow. That would be actually kind of fun. And actually build our own little crushed out road. I kind of want to make it a little tighter though. So we'll make it scoop to the left, and then we'll make it tight kind of pass right here, I think. We'll go right through here. But I kind of want it only as much as like a truck's width. So maybe we'll keep these two outside trees as markers. So don't cut those. We'll just kind of mow right through. That'd be fun. Why not? Let's build our own road. Woohoo! Road building 3000. Party on. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to leave the video at this point. If you guys liked the video, leave a like, leave a comment. Do not forget to subscribe. And if you're in the bush, don't forget to hug a tree. All right, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. See ya.